Why do they say, this is our land, because we live here. Iraqis live in Iraq. So every American there, and everyone who came with the American, they are criminals, felons, terrorists. If you don't admit that to Obama, it means you are hypocrite. And this is democracy, synonymous with hypocrisy. So what you did in Iraq, you the leader of democracy, destruction of humanity, crimes against humanity in Iraq, destroyed Iraq completely. You plundered its wealth, killing the people, putting them in jail. Remember the Honorable President Colonel Gaddafi? What did he say in the United Nations on September 23rd, 2009? What did he say? What did he do to the Iraqi people? Men in jail, prisoners of war. You sodomized them. And what did he say? ما سبقكم عليها أحد من المحتلين. None of the occupiers ever have done such things. That's the USA. Criminals. So this is democracy. Destruction of the humanity. Now, devilish. The G stands for destruction of the humanity. Devilish people. Enslaving humanity. This is democracy. Destruction of humanity. The E. What does E stand for? Evil. All the evil things that the USA did. Hiroshima, Nagasaki, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, war in Grenada, and war in Panama. All these evil things. And destruction of humanity. And what you did in Afghanistan? Killing children, bring your own puppet. Karzai, he's a puppet. Nobody's going to recognize him. Some presidents go over there because they have no choice but to go what they should do. But who's going to recognize the puppet? No one. No one. And in Iraq, you have your own puppet government. And now, you don't let, now the Iraqis are refusing your government is going to serve you. There are some Iraqis whom they are nationalists. They have dignity. They have respect. They have belief in God. So they don't want you there. They don't want your puppets that you brought on your tanks. And they don't want your constitution. They have with you and your constitution. Iraq has constitution. Iraq has the oldest civilization ever, the Sumerian civilization. Not the scumbags come from so-called USA, try to impose and make a new constitution, impose it on the people in Iraq. No. People are going to reject it sooner or later. Now you see. See, Obama? That constitution, stick it up your ass, and stick it up all the ass of everyone in Iraq who they are puppets. Work for you. People are going to reject it. I'm the first one to reject it. Iraq has civilization. The cradle of civilization. We have constitution. We don't want to come back the criminals like you, house niggers, and house negroes, and field negroes, to go to Iraq and make a constitution for them. No. We have the Quran. Quran is the constitution. Nothing would be allowed to be the constitution in contradiction with the Quran. Or is not in compliance with the Quran. So stick that constitution up your ass and up the ass of those whom you brought over there. From Al-Maliki, Ja'fari, Kubba, Hakim, all those scumbags over there. They are going to go, after you leave, the Iraqis are going to fight. They don't want to accept the occupation. Just like the Wolverines. That's what evil stands for. Evil. Enmity to the truth. You liars. My court record. Get all my court record and you'll see that all judgments are lies by you, by your government. So E stands for evil, stands for enmity to the truth. You go by the falsehood. You are the sons of your father, the devil. That's what you are. M of the democracy stands for malicious murders. How many people you murder? USA so far. Since its creation, even on its creation, was based on murder, on genocide of the native people. So M stands for murder. That's democracy, you know? M stands for murder. How many murdered in Iraq? 1.5 million? Murder. That's what democracy stands for. O. The letter O of democracy stands for what? Organized crime. Organized criminal organization. Organized crime. That's what O of democracy stands for, according to the American application of democracy. Look in the USA. Organized crime. Organized. And the government, federal, states, all the way to the police. Judges, lawyers, organized crime. APAC. Organized crime. What does C of democracy stands for? C. Coup d'etat. Coup d'etat against United Nations. That's what C stands for. Coup d'etat against United Nations and its charter and its organization. That's what it is in Iraq. United Nations Charter. You wiped your ass with it, Obama. You went to Bush. What did you do? Did you say it's wrong? You said it was a war of choice. So now you have to pay for it. So democracy stands for what? Coup d'etat against the United Nations. The C of democracy stands for coup d'etat against the United Nations and its organization. And it stands also for conniving crime. That C of democracy, the letter C of the word democracy stands for conniving crime. Just like your judges, they connive a crime. The Supreme Court of the United States, they connive a crime. As I told you, they vote. Should we expose a crime or connive it? Then they vote connive a crime. So they are conniving crime. So that's what C stands for. R of democracy. What does R stand for? Radical fanatics. Radical. They are radical. See, use force. Because they are politically losers. They are politically losers. So what you do? Use force. You have nothing. No moral. Nothing. You are radical. Racketeering. R stands for racketeering. That's your organization in the USA. Racketeers. And rapists. R of democracy. R stands for rapists. How many you raped in Iraq? How many you raped? A minor child of 13 years old. You raped her. You Obama, you Bush, USA. You raped that girl. And how many other Iraqi women you raped? Even the men were not saved from your rape. You are rapists. That's what democracy stands for. Rape. The A of democracy stands for what? Anarchy. No law, lawlessness. Anarchy. And stands for anti-God. Anti-God. That's what the USA is. The leader of democracy. That's a perfect interpretation and application of democracy by the USA. And anyone who does not like what I am saying, they should say, I reject the USA to be my leader. I reject the USA to be the leader of democracy. I reject the USA to be the leader of the Western world. I reject the USA to be the leader of the civilized, so-called civilized world. Nobody's saying that. So they are all like the USA because they accept it. Unless somebody would say, no, they don't apply to me. I refuse the USA to be my leader. Until then, my words stand. C. Crimes against humanity. That's what the USA stands for. Democracy of the USA stands for crimes against humanity. You want to repeat? The native people were slaughtered the African American were slaughtered, crimes against them, crimes against Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Oh, they say Hiroshima was justified in order to stop the war. Fine. You want to accept this? So now if somebody will get a bomb, nuclear bomb, and bomb the USA to stop the war in Iraq, that would be justified. Why not? Why not? Tell me, to stop this war. To get your asses out of Iraq, need power. So somebody will get nuclear bomb and throw it on Chicago or New York or in any city in the USA in order, they make the same law. You see, you made a law. Use that mass murder to stop the war. So, if somebody will do it to stop the war in Iraq, it will be justified. Why not? I know. Hypocrisy. I said it before. Democracy is synonymous with hypocrisy. They are hypocrites. So the leader of democracy in the world is a hypocrite. And what the why? You see, I was wondering what shall I do with the why. You know? What shall I do? What could I say for why? And then that suddenly came to my mind. I said, you fuck yourself and you blame the caveman to go commit all the above crimes. Look at it. See the why? The why? You fuck yourself, America, you blow up your buildings, okay? And you blame the caveman to commit all the crimes above. This is what the USA is. Take me to court. Let's have the trial of the history. Let's have it. Criminals. That's what you are. And this is what democracy stands for. Here. See it? See it? This is what democracy, interpretation and application by the USA. Wants the USA to be his or her leader, then they are not any better than the USA. Hypocrites, criminals, enemies of humanity, enemies of peace and security. And the USA must be abolished. Must be a fifth state so everybody will live in peace. I'm not against Americans. My children are born in the USA. But better for my children, better for the rest of the American 350 million Americans, that they will be different states and they'll be happy. Would be happy in their state. No more terrorism. Nobody would care about them. If they live in peace, they work and they live. Peace and security and happiness. It's the best solution for not only the world's trouble and crimes, but for the American people too.